Today, I'm going to tell you about my latest undervalued high-yield dividend growth stock with an 8.5% dividend growth in the last 5 years and the potential that the stock is 30% undervalued. Before we get started, please consider giving this video a thumbs up if you get value out of our content. That said, let's dig in. Security Bank with ticker SECB is one of the Philippines' universal banks founded on May 1, 1951 by Alfonso Calalang together with his associates. It has a market capitalization of 48.6 billion and is currently ranked as fifth largest listed private domestic universal bank in the Philippines. It employs more than 10,000 workers across three segments, namely retail banking, corporate banking, and investment banking. Security Bank earns money through two primary engines: interest income, the money they make on loans, and non-interest income from fees and trading. 75% of revenue comes from interest income. This is the bank's core spread business. This is the difference between the interest they charge borrowers and the interest they pay to depositors, while 25% of the revenue is derived from non-interest income. This segment includes money earned regardless of interest rates, which jumped 47% to 16.5 billion in 2025. Security Bank also earns share of income from joint ventures and associates. A key example of their partnership is with MUFG Bank of Japan, which provides a global network to support multinational clients operating in the Philippines. The bank has built a reputation for strong risk management, conservative lending, and stable profitability. Security Bank has a balanced loan mix of corporate loans 45 to 50%, retail loans 30 to 35%, and others the remaining portion. Retail loans include auto loans, home loans, and personal loans. I personally like this mix because it reduces concentration risk. From 2021 to 2022, revenue of SECB jumped significantly with about 17% growth. This reflects economic recovery after COVID and increased lending activity. Revenue growth slowed to around 3.5%. This is important because it signals a temporary plateau. Often banks experience this when interest rates stabilize or loan growth slows. Here's where things get exciting. In 2024, revenue jumped over 26%. In 2025, revenue continued with double-digit growth. This surge was driven by higher interest income, strong loan demand, and growth in fees and commissions. Security Bank is clearly in a growth phase again after a short slowdown. That's usually a positive signal, especially if it's sustainable. Now let's talk about what investors care about most: profit. Unlike some high-growth companies, Security Bank's profits grow steadily, not dramatically. The bank hit a record net income of 11.2 billion pesos, up 23% year-on-year. That's a strong signal that operations are efficient and revenue growth is translating into actual profit. The bank increased spending on technology expansion and workforce. This pushed the cost-to-income ratio to around 60%. That's not bad, but it's something investors should watch. Security Bank is profitable and stable, but not aggressively high growth. It's more of a steady compounder than a rocket ship. Security Bank has been paying 1 peso and 50 centavo per share every half year and consistently since at least 2021. That's a big plus for income investors. At around 4 to 5%, it's higher than many global banks but lower than some Philippine dividend stocks. The payout ratio is around 19%. That's actually very conservative. It means the bank is keeping most of its earnings and it has room to increase dividends in the future. This is a reliable dividend stock, but not a high-yield one. Think consistency over maximum income. So what could push SECB higher? First is loan growth. As the Philippine economy expands, businesses borrow more and consumers spend more. This directly benefits banks. Second is higher interest rates. Banks like Security Bank actually benefit from rising rates up to a certain point. Why? Because loan yields increase faster than deposit costs. Third is retail expansion. The bank is growing its auto loans, personal loans, and credit cards. Retail banking typically has higher margins. Next is digital transformation. Like all banks, SECB is investing in mobile banking and digital onboarding. This improves customer acquisition and efficiency. Security Bank has a return of equity of around 8% to 12%. Now, I'll be honest, this is lower than top tier banks, but it reflects Security Bank's conservative approach, not weakness. So, what's the overall picture? The bank has these strengths: strong revenue growth in recent years, stable and improving profitability, consistent dividend payouts, and conservative payout ratio. Security Bank could be facing this risk, however, rising operating costs, not the fastest growing bank, and can be sensitive to interest rate changes. Security Bank may appeal to long-term investors, dividend investors, and those looking for stability over hype. But if you're chasing rapid growth, this might feel a bit slow. So here's the bottom line. Security Bank Corporation is a solid, stable, and steadily growing bank. It's not going to double overnight, but it's also not likely to collapse unexpectedly. If you're building a portfolio and want reliable dividends, predictable performance, and exposure to Philippine banking sector, this is definitely a stock worth looking into. But always don't invest blindly. Look at your goals, your risk tolerance, and diversify. If you found this breakdown helpful, hit like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments. Would you invest in Security Bank or do you prefer other bank stocks? See you in the next video.